Hi, my name is Shawn, and today I'm going to show you how you can remove the recent post title from a Slidedeck Smart Deck. So here I am on my homepage. What you'll see is that I'm using a Slidedeck slider. What I want to really show you though is how you can even customize this a little bit further. And to do that, what I'm first going to do is head over here to the Slidedeck plugin. So you just navigate to your administrative panel on the dashboard there, and you come down here to Slidedeck, and you can actually, in this case I'm editing my smart slide deck. Now what's right here is recent posts. This actually is what shows up in the title of the slide deck over on this page. Now in my case, I didn't actually like having recent posts appear. There's really no need for it. I've got the title of the blog entry there. I don't need to let the world know that it's these are recent posts. They're not going to care. What they want is they want the content, and hopefully they find my content interesting. What I want to do is actually just remove this. And so to do that, Slidedeck doesn't give you the ability to remove it natively. I'm sure it's maybe a feature request people have asked for it, but it's just not something you can do. So if I actually try to delete this and then update the deck, what happens is it actually will populate it with the recent post default entry on that particular slide deck that you're using. So as it comes back here, what you'll see is that, hey, guess what? It has been updated, but the title that you just named was actually restored. So how the hell do we get rid of that? Well, it's actually really quite simple. What you're going to need to do is you're going to actually have to get into your actual WordPress code. So in my case, what I've done is I've logged into my domain. You can see that you just have to navigate from your domain into your WP content folder, plugins, Slidedeck Pro for WordPress, skins, and in my case, the skin that I'm using is called Dynamic Light. So I went into the Light folder. If I come back over here, you can see that that's what's selected here, Dynamic Slidedeck Light. And in this instance, what I want to do is modify this particular theme that I'm using so that recent posts doesn't show up in the slider. What we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the folder, and inside of the folder, so you've got WP Content, Plugins, Slidedeck, Skins. The template folder in this case is called Light. Inside of this folder, there is a file called 2-column copy. All right. Now what I did was I actually made a copy of the original file. Okay, here's what the original file looks like. The line of code that we're interested in is here on line 31 in the Light template. Again, this may vary with your template, so it's something that you need to be aware of, but this will give you an idea of what to look for. All right, with the Smart Deck. In here you'll see that there's a div class, SDNode type, SDNode type dash, and then it says PHP echo the type, and then PHP echo the title. This is the actual bit of code that's responsible for the recent posts appearing here. So what we're going to do is we don't want to modify the original file. We want to keep that there just so it's good practice so that you don't have to mess with it. Even though all we're going to be doing is commenting out a line of code, it's just something that I've always gotten the practice of doing. If I ever need to revert, I can just overwrite the offending file with the original and everything's saved. In this case, what I've done is I've just come down here and I've added a comment that says, hey, if you want to comment out the next line to remove the recent post title from your selected slide deck skin. So all you really need to do to make this happen, it's really quite simple. You're just going to use an open tag, exclamation mark, and then 2 dashes. This is a comment tag. This is what allows the browser to know that not to execute any code that's inside of this tag. So in this instance, what I've done is I've just commented out with the open and close tags here that you can see. I've commented out the tags here and here, and what that allows me to do is again to just get rid of, at least from a markup perspective, it allows me to get rid of the content so that it will not appear on the screen in the browser. So all I'll do is I'll save this. Now when I come back over here and I refresh my browser, notice that the title recent posts is now gone and all that's left is the blog title. So it's a little cleaner, it's a little nicer, a little more elegant. That is how you will remove the recent posts title from your smart slide deck. Again, just a quick summary. Go back over here to the code editor so you can see it. All we're going to do is we're going to take the original code, which is right here on line 31 of the Smart Slide Deck Light template. Again, make a copy and then edit the copy. When you're done editing the copy, the one that you're really going to be concerned about is this. And all you really want to do is just put a comment tag in the front of and a comment tag at the end of this div. be sure that you stay out of the PHP section here. You just really only need to modify the div by inserting the comment tag in before that div class and then at the end of it. And that will go ahead and make sure that you no longer are seeing the comments inside of your actual slide deck. And that is how you can remove the recent post title from your Slidedeck Smart Deck. Thanks very much for watching. My name is Shawn Hank. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel or blog. That way you can get automatic updates when I post something new about customizing WordPress, WordPress plugins, or anything else that tickles my fancy. Take care.